The red carpet has been rolled out at the Dolby Theater in Los Angeles in readiness for Sunday's 96th Academy Awards ceremony, which means the countdown to this year's Academy Awards has officially begun.
That's right. We are joined by Vanity Fair's awards and audio editor and co-host of Little Good Man and Fighting in the War Room podcasts, Katie Rich, to talk about some predictions ahead of biggest night in Hollywood. Hi, Katie.
Hey, Katie.
Hi there. Thanks for talking to me about the Oscars, my favorite topic.
Oh my gosh, thank you for taking the time to speak with us. One of the biggest things, Oppenheimer. So it has 13 Oscar nominations. Out of these nominations, which ones do you think Oppenheimer has a very stronger chance of winning?
I think by the end of the night, it's going to pretty easily take home Best Picture and Best Director for Christopher Nolan, who, of course, is one of the most famous directors of the 21st century. He's been nominated many times before. This is really finally his chance to win. And also, I think it's probably going to win both Best Actor for Cillian Murphy, who stars as Oppenheimer, and also Robert Downey Jr., who has his own incredible Hollywood story. He's been a movie star for so many decades and is very, very likely to win Best Supporting Actor.
All right, that's four awards right there. And Robert has already pretty much swept all the previous awards ceremonies as well, taking Best Supporting Actor too. Yeah. Katie, of all the categories that we have out there for the Oscars, what category are you most looking forward to watch and see who wins?
I mean, I have a real soft spot in my heart for Best Original Song. I'm always fascinated by that category, and it's really down to two Barbie songs this year. Yeah. It's Billie Eilish's song, What I Was Made For, and then I'm Just Ken, which I think we've all had stuck in our heads since July. I think Billie Eilish is probably going to win it. She's going to probably win her second Oscar, and she's, like 25 years old? It's pretty crazy. But I'm going to be rooting for I'm Just Ken somewhere deep in my heart, and of course, can't wait to see them perform it, too.
Very true.
If she wins, I'm curious to see her speech, because remember what she said with the Golden Globes?
I'm curious to see what she's going to wear.
That too.
Always.
Yeah.
Yes. All right, some categories are too close to call, right? And one of them is Best Actress. So do you think this one will be between Lily Gladstone and Emma Stone?
Yeah, that seems to be what it is. And also, fun fact, they have met each other while promoting the Oscars and call each other the Infinity Stones, since they both have Stone in their last name. So they're friends. So I think probably whoever wins, the other one will be happy. But yeah, Emma Stone already has an Oscar for La La Land. She's at the center of Poor Things. She gives a really fantastic performance, so she could win her second Oscar. But Lily Gladstone is this huge breakout star of the season. She's amazing in Killers of the Flower Moon for Martin Scorsese. She would be the first Indigenous American actress to ever win an Oscar. She's the first to ever be nominated for Best Actress. So it would be real history in the making for her to win. And she's also an incredible, exciting talent. So it's really hard to call. I think a lot of people think Lily Gladstone has a little bit of an edge because she won a SAG award from the Screen Actors Guild a few weeks ago, but it really could be either of them.
I agree. Yes,
yeah,
super talented actress, that's for sure. And what about the musical performances this year? Like, what are you looking for? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm Just Ken. Everybody's waiting to see when they're going to put it in the show. I bet they put it as late in the show as they can to get everybody to keep watching. Billie Eilish is always a fascinating performer. There's a nominated song from Killers of the Flower Moon with a chorus of Osage Nation singers. I think that's going to be a really powerful moment that maybe is a little bit less starry than Billie Eilish. But the original song performances, they always come up with creative ways to do it. And I think there's going to be surprises that I don't see coming and no one else does that we'll all be talking about on Monday.
Again, one of the hotly debated Oscar performances and broadcasts in recent years, too. Katie, obviously you work with Vanity Fair. What can you tell us about Vanity Fair's Oscar party?
I mean, the thing that they say is really true. You stand in that room and every direction you look, you're going to see a different famous person. It's kind of like scrambles your brain a little bit, and you see people talking to each other who you would never expect. My favorite one from a couple years ago was Kelsey Grammer Frazier himself talking to Marilyn Manson. Never thought I would see those guys talk to each other. And then it's really fun to see who stays late on the dance floor. Kind of toward the end of the night, you see people dancing with their Oscars. A lot of the people who win for things like production design or visual effects, who you might not recognize, are having the time of their lives and letting everyone hold their Oscars. It's a really, really really fun environment.
So, Katie, do you know who is not going to be there late? Jamie Lee Curtis. She's not going to be there partying till late. That's for sure.
Well, that's why they're starting it at 7 instead of 8
why,
tonight.
Yeah. I know she's
so
happy
for Sunday
about it.
night. Okay. All right, here it is, a really in-depth look at everything that's happening. A film critic with Vanity Fair, Katie Rich. Thanks so much for joining us, Katie. Appreciate it.
Thanks so much, you guys.